we just came back
Literally, they just
from just
came into Logan at 4:30.
from
No, Kiev Green, thankfully, not
Oh,
Logan.
yes.
okay, great.
We're like,
yes.
even back now.
From 4 days at the International Center for Leadership and Education's Model Schools Conference. And as you know, that attendance at this conference is part of our strategic plan's goal of continuing to increase the rigor and relevance of our curriculum. And we just saw just a fabulous example of where it is that we need to go. Because what we did find out is that the new national standards are all about application. They're all about quadrants B and D, which is where we're headed with our curriculum, and that will be the new national assessment will be based on application and not just on knowledge. So, but I think that we had a team of 9, 2 administrators, Glenn and I, a school committee member, and 6 teachers, and I think we all came back really excited about what we learned. It was a very intense learning experience. Started at 8, went straight through to 5, and if you could catch lunch, good luck for you. And there were over 100 workshops that were, set up in various strands. So if you really wanted to go in depth and learn in a particular area, but the quality of the speakers was fabulous. They had 25 schools from across the country, elementary, middle, high school, that they had identified for having outstanding, they're beating the odds with getting all kids to meeting high standards, or they're making remarkable progress. And we're in the category that they consider schools who are good going to great. There are schools that are there that, are in the category of Central Falls, who are making remarkable progress. And it's exciting to listen to them. And they had a number of kids from these schools there performing as well. To hear the enthusiasm of their administrators and their teachers talking was really something. We would like to give you a more, comprehensive report at a future meeting.
I would just add that the overwhelming theme was stop trying to think out of the box but create a new box. To me, that was like, okay, stop trying to reform schools. Let's totally rethink our thinking in terms of how we relate to preparing them for the business world. So it was lovely. It was such an honor to be able to attend and really see that finally we're thinking in the way of the future, and schools are moving from ground zero. So.
And the nice thing about the conference is that it's really focused.
Yeah.
I mean, there are many conferences that you go and there's really like a smorgasbord. And you don't get a consistent message, you hear an idea, but there's not really well, how do I do that, and then what does it look like? All of those components are here at this conference, so we're hoping that we'll be able to share what we learned and to implement a lot of that. In fact, I went straight to Kathy's office with materials and said, look at this.
It's so exciting!
Because we want this program in right now.
There's a lot of good stuff.
And we have she'll have 2 teachers in her office tomorrow who are so excited.
That's true. Yes.
And we brought back stuff for you too.
I was hearing about it, thank you.
And I just wanted to talk a minute about our strategic plan. We have documented the progress, that action steps and results of things that we've done. To add on more about SAMS, our plan from the beginning was that we would be having a meeting at this time of year to now say, all right, here's what we accomplished, what is our action plan for next year. I'm recommending that we hold until there's so much up in the air right now. We don't know about the Race to the Top funds and all of the initiatives that are a part of that we're going to be compelled to participate in, whether or not the funding comes, but we won't know the level. I think we need to get the big picture here before we say we'll take on certain things, or figure out how does all of this fit with what we want to accomplish for our schools too, and maybe do that in the fall. And I was also leery of doing too much before we knew what budget we had. But after this conference now, I'm really thinking, it would be foolish to rush before we know all of what's coming down. So.
Makes sense. It's close.
so busy, we couldn't coordinate together, so we had separate reports.
It is the last week of school and all.
Right.
Few things going on.
These things going on.
And it was hard to pick, so I just took 4 things.